This
Good evening.
conference will now be recorded.
Can you all see my screen? Okay. I'm starting the session. So, did you practice constraints?
Yes, sir.
Today, I'll just give you the uh, introduction about block. Okay. So, see, in Oracle, we have two types of blocks. So, one is named block. Second one is anonymous block. Okay. See, a named block and anonymous block. See, named block is is nothing but procedures, functions, triggers, packages. So these are all called named blocks. Okay. So anonymous, see, basically anonymous is nothing but nameless. Okay. Nameless blocks. Okay. No name. Okay. No name. See, basically anonymous means no name. Okay. No name, and it will not store in the database. Okay, DB means database. The named block means it will have a name and it will store in the database. So we'll talk about anonymous blocks. Okay, we'll talk about anonymous block. So before discussing anonymous block, do you know what is it? What do you mean by a variable? Anyone? What do you mean by a variable?
Value which varies.
Okay, yes. So generally, a variable is nothing but it will holds the value, and if we update something, right? So it can hold the updated value also. Okay, so I'll give you the structure of the anonymous block: declare, begin, end. Okay, so this is called a anonymous block. Okay? So this the section from declare to begin, right? This is called declaration section. Okay, the section from, we'll have one more thing here, we'll have exception. So from begin to this till this exception, right? This particular portion is called execution. Okay, execution section, and from this exception to end, right? This section is called exception section. Okay. But for the time being, we'll see. We'll target only till this point. See, if I say, see, if I include anything in square braces, right? Which means that particular portion is optional. So whenever we require, we will use it. See, if you don't understand, also try to follow. So once like I'll complete like 2 to 3 examples, right? You will get the clarity. Okay? So variable is nothing but it holds the value. Okay? And I'll give one simple example. See, my example is something like this. I'll declare a variable and I'll assign some value to the variable, and I'll print the value. Okay, so declare, begin, and end. So this is the structure of the anonymous block. So I'm declaring a variable. So I'll tell you how to define a variable. How to define a variable? Variable name, data type, size. Okay, variable name, data type, and size. So this is how you will define a variable. So I'm defining a variable here. Let's say my variable name is v underscore ename. Okay. So this is a varchar2 of 20. So I defined a variable. Okay? And how to assign value to a variable. So how are we going to assign a value to a variable? So the syntax is variable name colon equal to and value that you want to assign. So this is how you need to assign a value to a variable. So what we'll do is we'll assign some value v underscore ename colon equal to, I'm assigning, let's say, okay, I defined a variable and I have assigned a value to this variable. Okay. Now how to print the value of a variable? How to print the value of a variable? By using dbms underscore output dot put underscore line. So by using this particular function, we'll display the value of a variable. Okay. See, just try to follow. You'll get the clarity. This is called a function. Okay. This is called a package, and this is a function. Okay. Now, one more thing: how to enable dbms underscore output dot put underscore line. How to enable dbms underscore output dot put underscore line by using set server output on. So by using this command, you will enable the value of you will enable the dbms underscore output function. Okay. So I have defined a variable. Now I want to print this value. So how to print the value? By using this statement. So I'm defining a statement here, and here I'm giving the variable name. Okay. Okay, let me run this. See, this is a more than one statement, right? This is a more than one statement. So we'll call it as a block. To execute a block, right? We will use F5. So this is F5, right? Just click on this. What it is saying? It is saying PLSQL procedure successfully completed. PLSQL procedure successfully completed. But are you able to see the output? No, right? See, I told you how to enable DBMS statement. So if you can run this statement, right? So try to run this statement. Run this statement. Okay, clear the output. Just clear this output and run this statement. Can you see here? So you are able to print the value that holds the variable. See what I have done? I have declared a variable and I have assigned a value to this variable, and I'm trying to print the value. So any questions here? See, I'll repeat it. Set server output on. This statement will be
Sir, is
used
it
to
SQL or PLSQL, sir? Is it
this is
SQL or?
PLS. No, this is
Okay.
PLSQL only. No,
Okay.
no, I'm just giving you the variables, and I'm trying to give you the PLSQL overview also.
Okay. Okay.
See, PLSQL is nothing but programming language using SQL. See, whatever the commands I told, if I told you, right? So the
Yeah.
same thing I'll explain you on how to implement in a PLSQL. So that
Okay.
when we come to PLSQL part, right? So it will be
Yeah.
like more hands-on. Okay.
Okay.
So this is very simple statement. So what I have done, I have defined a variable
Variable name.
and I have assigned a value to this variable and I
Yes.
have printed the value. Okay. I'm defining one more variable, v underscore
For variable
department.
name, why it's only varchar 2, why it's not varchar 1?
No, this is a data type given by Oracle.
Okay.
So you have to use this. This is given
Okay.
by Oracle. You have to use this. So Oracle hasn't given any data type called varchar 1. Okay. Oracle has
Okay.
given varchar 2. So I'm defining one more variable, number. Okay. Number. So what I'm doing is I'm assigning a value v underscore deptno equal to, let's say, 10. Okay, now I'm trying to print the value v underscore department number. So you see here 10 and Priya. Clear? I have defined two variables and I have assigned values to this variable and I printed the output. Clear? Now, how to combine variable and string? How to combine variable and string? By using double pipe. Okay, by using double pipe. See, this is called pipe. Okay, this is called pipe. Okay, double pipe. Okay, by using double pipe, you can able to combine variable and string. So what do you mean by a string? String is nothing but, see, this is a string. Okay, the character information is called as a string. Okay. Okay. Let me do. Anyways, this is a variable. This variable holds character information. This variable holds numeric information. See, my requirement is Priya is working in 10th department. Clear? This is my required output. I want to print this output. Clear? Priya is working in 10th department. So how can I do that? See, what is this one? This from where you're getting this statement, this name from this variable, right? This is a variable. Okay. He is working in. Okay. Is a string. Okay. He is working is a string. Okay. And this 10 is what? Variable, correct? This is a variable. 10 is a variable. And this is a string. Clear? This rename is nothing but a variable. He is working in is a string and department number is a variable and this is also a string. And I told you how to combine a variable and a string. So here variable is nothing but v ename and v department. String is nothing but this is a string. This is also a string. How to combine? By using double pipe. Clear? By using double pipe. See, this is a variable and this is a string. I'm combining this variable and string here. Okay. Let me just give the requirement first. Priya is working in 10th department. Okay, this is one requirement. Other requirement is employee name is Priya. Okay, employee department is 10. Okay, first requirement, second requirement, third requirement. We'll see the first requirement. Okay, so in this particular in this requirement, can you tell me what is a string and what is a variable? Priya is a string. Priya is a variable, correct? Here Priya is a variable, correct? I mean to say this information you are getting from a variable. What is this? This is a string. Okay. How to combine variable and string? By using double pipe. Okay. I will show you the output. Okay, let me run this. See the requirement. 10 Priya. Employee name is Priya. అర్థమవుతుంది నేను రిపీట్ చేస్తారండి బట్ ట్రై టు ఫాలో సెకండ్ రిక్వైర్మెంట్ employee department is 10. So in this requirement, what is a variable and what is a string? 10 is a variable and employee in this department is a string. How to combine variable and string? By using double pipe.
Double pipe.
Okay. CDMS underscore output dot underscore line. Give the statement. Now clean the output, run the statement. Okay. Employee name is Priya. Employee department is 10. 10. Okay.
10.
What is my third requirement? Priya is working in 10th department. So in this case, tell me what is a variable and what is a string? Priya.
Priya is
It's a variable. Right?
String.
Yeah. I mean to say this particular value is coming from this variable. And what is 10? 10. This particular
Variable.
information 10 is coming from a variable. Okay. This is a string.
String.
He is working, right?
Yeah.
He is working in here. This is a string. So this is a variable and this is a string. How to combine these two? By using double pipe.
Double pipe.
Again, this is a string, this is a variable. How to combine? By
Double
using
pipe.
double pipe. This is a variable and this is a string. How to combine?
Double pipe.
Correct? Take this statement and try to print here. Run this statement. Try to see here. This is first variable information, second variable information. Employee name is Priya. Employee department is 10. Priya is working in 10th department.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yeah.
Next requirement. Priya's department is 10. Okay. This is my second requirement. I mean this is the next requirement. Priya's department is 10. Here you're having a single quote, right? Single quote. Okay. I'll tell you. You know, right? This particular information is coming from a variable. This is a variable. Now this single quote is a string. Okay, this single quote is a string. Okay, this single quote is a string. So how to give that in a, how to represent a string inside a single quote? Okay. అర్థమైందా ఇది? ఇది చూడండి. See. First I'll try to execute this and I'll tell you.
Sir, 10 దగ్గర v_depart number.
Yes. Okay. Okay, let me run this.
ఒక సింగిల్ కోట్ ఎక్స్ట్రా ఉన్నట్టు.
Bracket missing.
Okay. ఫస్ట్ నేను కన్ఫ్యూజన్ లేకుండా ఫస్ట్ ఇది ఒకటే ఇస్తాను చూడండి. వేరియబుల్ అండ్ స్ట్రింగ్. చూస్తే మీకు ప్రియా డిపార్ట్మెంట్ ఈస్ 10. కానీ నాకు ఏం కావాలి? అపాస్ట్రఫీస్ రావాలి, సింగిల్ కోట్ రావాలి, ప్రియాస్. ఓకే. ఇఫ్ ఐ సే ఎస్ హియర్, రైట్, ప్రియాస్, కానీ సింగిల్ కోట్ రావాలి కదా నాకు, రైట్? This entire thing is a string. Okay, this is a variable, but what is my requirement? After Priya, I need to have a single quote. I need to have a single quote. So single quote allows them, right? So try to run this. చూడండి, మీకు ఇంకా ఏమంటుంది చెప్పండి. ఇక్కడ 2 సింగిల్ కోట్స్ పెట్టాను కదా ఆయన ఎక్స్ట్రా. ప్రీవియస్ దానికి దీనికి డిఫరెన్స్ చూస్తే మీరు and remove, so I run this, right? Try to observe this particular statement. So it is saying Priya's department is 10. Okay, but I need a another single quote. Okay, if you need a single quote, right, you need to give 2 single quotes. Okay, see, so within a single quote, see, up to here there is one single quote here, there is another single quote here, but within the string, if you need a single quote, right, you need to give 2 quotes. If you give 2 quotes, right, it treats as single quote. సో ఇది మీకు అర్థం కాకపోయినా పర్లేదండి, నేను ఎటు చెప్తాను, తర్వాత చెప్తాను, బట్ రిక్వైర్మెంట్ వచ్చింది కాబట్టి చెప్తున్నాను. సో దీస్ ఆర్ ది డిఫరెంట్ రిక్వైర్మెంట్స్. ఓకే, మీకు దీంట్లో మీకు అర్థం కానీ ఉందా? చూడండి, ఓన్లీ థింగ్ ఏంటంటే మీకు గుర్తుపెట్టుకోవాలి, మీ వేరియబుల్ని ఎలా డిఫైన్ చేయాలి, వేరియబుల్కి వాల్యూ ఎలా ఇవ్వాలి, ఆ వేరియబుల్ని ఎలా ప్రింట్ చేయాలి, ఒక స్ట్రింగ్ ని ఒక వేరియబుల్ ని ఎలా కంబైన్ చేయాలి, ఓకే, అనేది మీకు తెలియాలి. నిజమేనండి? ఓకే, సో ఇదైతే మీరు ప్రాక్టీస్ చేయండి. ఓకే, we come to constants. సో మీకు ఏమైనా కన్స్టెంట్స్ లో డౌట్ ఉన్నాయా? ఏమైనా డౌట్స్ ఉన్నాయా కన్స్టెంట్స్ లో? Okay, see, we are seeing how to create a constraint after defining a table, correct?
So
So till
constraints.
now, చెప్పండి. Yes. Yeah,
No,
చెప్పండి.
sir. Yeah, no, it's fine. Continue.
Till now we have seen creating constraint after creating a table. Now we'll see how to create constraints while creating the table. Create table emp underscore test employee number primary key employee name bracket of 20. Yeah, I know it is a normal, right? Employee name should not have any null values. Okay? Employee number, employee name, job, manager, hire date, salary, commission, department number, mobile, so I'm creating a new table with manager emp underscore. So okay, I'm just change the table name emp underscore history. Okay. So it is saying table created. Okay. We'll see the constraints on this particular table. How to check the constraints? Here underscore constraints. Where table name equal to emp underscore history. Okay. Why I am giving this in uppercase? Because all the table name, column names, see, all the Oracle database objects will create as uppercase. Okay, so that is the reason I'm giving as emp underscore history in uppercase. Okay, so you should remember this statement. All the Oracle database objects will store in uppercase. Clear? So ఇప్పుడు నేను ఏం చేశానంటే while creating the table itself I have defined the constraints. See, did you given any name for this constraint for primary key? Did you given any name for this constraint? No, right? So if you don't specify any name for the constraint, Oracle will automatically assign a name that starts with sys underscore. If you see any constraint name with sys underscore, which means it is generated by Oracle. Clear? అర్థమవుతుంది చెప్పండి. చందన అర్థమవుతుంది మీకు?
The one come again, sir.
So I'm creating a new table. Create table DEPT. Let's say I'm creating DEPT underscore some name. Okay, department number, department name. Okay, department name. Local. So this is how I'll create a table, right? But my requirement is I know the primary key columns. Okay, I know that department number is a primary key column. So what I'm going to do is beside the column name, I'm defining the type of constraint. I'm saying it is a primary key. Okay, I'm saying it's a primary key. Okay, department name I'm saying as not null. Okay, location I'm saying as not null. Okay. So try to create this. It is saying table got created. Verify the table. DEPT underscore history. So you know that it is a not null. This is also not null. This is a primary key. But earlier we have given a name, right? PK underscore CHK underscore. So we have given our own names, right? But here we didn't specify any name for the constraint. That is the reason Oracle is giving a name for the constraint. So if you see any constraint name with sys underscore, okay, that is the Oracle generated constraint name. Okay, clear?
Sir, what?
Any doubts?
Yeah, got it, sir.
Let me drop this table. How to drop a table? Drop table. You should give the table name. This is how you need to drop a table. Drop table name. So I just drop this table. What I'm going to do is PK underscore DEPT underscore. I'm giving a constraint name here. Okay. Let me create. Just trying to give a name for this. It is not accepted. So now you understand, right? So we
Yes,
can
sir.
create constraint before the column name or after creating the table. There is another way also to create a constraint. I'll show you that one. Let me drop this table. Drop table emp underscore step. I drop this table and I'm creating this table in another table. Okay. Not. See, the other way to create a table is Constraints pk underscore emp underscore employee number primary. Okay. I drop this table, right? Emp underscore table break emp underscore so it is saying table created. So how you are creating the table? After defining all the columns, you are giving the constraint names. Okay, constraint name and the primary key. So here you can define all the constraint and the constraint name. I'll say mobile, which is a unique constraint. The constraint name is u underscore emp underscore mobile. This is a unique. You can drop this table and create the constraint.
Bala, check mobile numbers after comma.
There is no maybe I didn't remember the symbol, but these are the different ways to create a constraint.
Sir, after mobile number, there is no comma.
Yeah, there is no comma. It's not required. Okay, so this is how you need to specify the constraint. Yeah, I think I missed the comma here, and I forgot to give the column name. Okay. And if you want to create any other constraint, right, you can department number from salary, right? You can create a check constraint, right? chk underscore emp underscore is underscore salary. Say check salary greater than 500. Let me drop and recreate the table. See, if I don't drop and create the table, right, what it says, name is already used by an existing object. Okay, name is already used by an existing object. Name is already used by an existing object because you already created this table. Let me drop this table and recreate this table. Okay, so I'm trying to tell you the different ways to create a constraint. So See, beside the column, you can create a constant. Okay, or after defining all the columns, you can create the constant. What is the other way? After creating the table by using alter statement, we can create the constraints. Clear? Adani?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, Priya, మీకు అర్థమవుతుందండి?
అర్థమవుతుంది సార్.
షార్ట్ మీకు
Yes.
అర్థమవుతుంది?
Yes, sir.
చందన మీకు అర్థమవుతుందా?
అర్థమవుతుంది.
ప్రాక్టీస్ చేశారా?
చేశాను.
చెప్పాను. నేను కంటిన్యూ చేయమంటారా? లేకపోతే మీకు కన్ఫ్యూజన్ ఉందా? సో మీరు ఒక పని చేయండి. మీరు ఇది ఒక్కటి ప్రాక్టీస్ చేయండి. ఎందుకంటే మీకు కన్స్టెంట్స్ ఆల్రెడీ మీరు చేసినవి, నేనేం చెప్పలేదు, జస్ట్ ఎలా అంటే డిఫరెంట్ వేస్ టు క్రియేట్ ఏ కన్స్టెంట్ అదొకటి చెప్పాను. సో నెక్స్ట్ క్లాస్కి కన్స్టెంట్ కంప్లీట్ చేస్తాను. మనకి ఇంకా కొన్ని ఇంటర్వ్యూ పాయింట్ ఆఫ్ లో కొన్ని క్వశ్చన్స్ కవర్ అవ్వాలి, అవి చెప్తాను. సో మీరేంటంటే ఒక టాపిక్ అయిపోగానే మీరు అందరు ఇంటర్వ్యూ క్వశ్చన్స్ అని గ్యాదర్ చేయండి. సో అవన్నీ మీరు ఆన్సర్ చేయగలుగుతున్నారు అంటే ఫైన్. సో అట్లా మీకు టాపిక్ అయిపోగానే ఇంటర్వ్యూ క్వశ్చన్స్ గ్యాదర్ చేస్తేనంటే వన్స్ కోర్స్ కంప్లీట్ అయిపోతే మీకు రెజ్యూమ్ బట్టి ఫాస్ట్గా వచ్చేస్తుంది జాబ్. నోట్స్ పంపిస్తున్నాను. ఒక్కసారి నాకు ఈరోజు మెయిల్ ఐడీస్ చెప్పండి, నేను డైరెక్ట్ మీ మెయిల్ ఐడీకి పంపించేస్తాను నోట్స్. మీకు జస్ట్ సెలెక్ట్ స్టేట్మెంట్ చెప్పాను కదా, మీకు సెలెక్ట్ స్టేట్మెంట్ ఎలా ఉంటుందో చూడండి. జనరల్గా అంటే ఇది చూపిస్తాను ఒకసారి. సో ఇలా ఉంటుంది అనమాట. మీరు ఇప్పుడు డబుల్ పైప్ చూసారు కదా. సో నేను ఎందుకు చెప్పానంటే డబుల్ పైప్ మీకు ఎస్క్యూఎల్లో కూడా వస్తుంది అనమాట. సో ఇది ఒక స్టేట్మెంట్ అనమాట. సెలెక్ట్ ఇది చెప్తానండి మీకు. జస్ట్ టెల్లింగ్ యూ దట్ ఈ సెలెక్టింగ్ డిఫరెంట్ కాలమ్స్, పీరియడ్, బ్యాచ్ ఐడి, ఓకే, ఫస్ట్ నేమ్ అండ్ లాస్ట్ నేమ్, batch start date, batch end date, from how many tables? 1, 2, 3. So he's picking the information from a different table. Okay. సో మీకు రియల్ టైంలో కోడ్ ఎలా ఉంటుందో ఒకసారి ఇక్కడ చూడండి. చూడండి ఎన్ని టేబుల్స్ జాయిన్ చేస్తుంది ఇక్కడ. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 టేబుల్స్ ఉన్నాయి ఇక్కడ. ఓకే, మీకు వేర్ కండిషన్ చూసారు కదా మీరు. మీకు చెప్తానండి, అది మీకు రేపు చూపిస్తాను కోడ్ అది. బట్ మీరు కనుక ఇది ఒకసారి ప్రాక్టీస్ చేస్తే నేను మీకు కోడ్ చూపిస్తాను. ఒకసారి మెయిల్ ఐడి చెప్పరా అందరూ.
జయాఫు.
ఒకసారి నాకు చాట్ విండోలో పింగ్ చేస్తారా
ఓకే సార్.
రెడీ సార్
Gmail.
తమ్ముడు ఏమంటారు తమ్ముడు